Hi, good morning all. You guys with ALG Driving School. Today we're doing Chertsey Route number 2 as we promised. I have Pat, isn't it?
That's
Pat
right.
with us and Hussam. Okay, Hussam is watching me. Am I gonna pronounce Hussam correct or not? Of course I am. Okay. So off we go. We're gonna follow the sat nav now. Okay, for route number 2 in Chertsey. As I said last time, remember that route number 2 does not mean is exact route number 2 for the examiners, so it will be a different route than the last time we did on YouTube. Please follow it. Okay. So I'm gonna check all around me here, okay, and I'm gonna leave this place here. Today maybe the test center is busy, so we're not going in until later maybe. Okay, so at the roundabout the sat nav is asking me to go left, so I need to check the center mirror, left mirror, signal left. As I always said, always take your time, don't rush on a quiet road like this one until you see the changes of the speed limit. I can see the 40 speed limit is a little bit twisted, but it is 40 from here now. There's another one behind the bushes, so I'm gonna pick up the speed immediately to 40. Most of the times the examiners will ask you to pull up in a safe place on the left, so I'm gonna try and pull up before that road work starts. I don't want to get too close to there so I don't obstruct anyone. Now put the gear in P and the handbrake is on automated, so I don't need to do it. And I'm going to move off, okay, now after the examiner asks you to move off. So what I will do, I'll put the left signal again. I've just seen a car come in from behind, so I will hold on until that car is gone. There we go, just not to cause him to change speed or direction. Remember that the car was doing 40 when I was about to move off, even though it was far away. But it's wrong for me to start making the move and cause him to slow down. Remember, don't cause anyone to slow down or change direction. Checking my center mirror every time I stop, just remember this. Keeping a safe distance between me and the car in front. That's quite a big distance. I can go slightly forward, like as long as the tires and tarmac is covered, I can see it. That means if this car breaks down in there, I can go around it without having to reverse. So that's what it's all about. So Pat will have possibly a lot of questions to ask me, innit?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. So I'm shaking at the moment, waiting what you're going to come up with.
I like to test you in unexpected moments.
I know. Even if it's taking time, those lights sometimes change very quickly. I would rather leave it in D drive, so I don't want to delay anybody once we move off. I'm checking my outside mirrors. There's cyclists behind me. It's good for us to see that, just in case. So when you're at the traffic light, handbrake will be enough. You don't need to change the gear lever to P, unless if you are in a railway crossing. That's a different issue. You need to switch off the engine and put the car in P on that circumstances.
So you see how that lady was at the roundabout?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to do that? Are you supposed to wait before you move out if you see it blocked off?
To be honest, it's good that you mentioned the lady, because it's great to talk about things that we see on the road. What I will say, she made mistake by proceeding there, because that traffic on the other side will be there for a little while. but where she stopped, she's fine. She's not obstructing anyone, not us, not other people. So she's all right for now. So she's not blocking traffic. The only problem, if a second car get in, it will be an issue for the junction. But where she was, I mean, if I were here, I would move slightly forward, but she didn't obstruct as much, so it's fine.
So if I was on a driving test, would I be okay to do that?
Absolutely. I mean, you wouldn't get you wouldn't get a serious fault for being there, as long both traffic can go past you. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, at this roundabout particularly, if you go in straight on the second roundabout, you should be using that lane. So because we're going left at the next roundabout, that's the reason I'm staying on the left here. Because as I get here, the lane on the left, it goes only left. But here we go, we got roadworks, so I need to indicate, because there's a car behind me, get back to the right due to these roadworks, and signal left again, and my right is clear. Okay, so the speed limit here normally is 50, but temporarily, because they are widening the road, I think here they're making it 30, so we try and keep it 30 miles an hour now. The sat nav, it's saying we're going straight ahead at the next roundabout. We follow the direction or the lane which help us to go straight ahead. Second exit to Weybridge. So I'm gonna move back to the left lane here, which is originally is the middle lane, because there is a filter lane takes you to the M25. Looking at my right here, there's cars coming. Now it's clear. I need to make progress, keeping myself to the left and checking my center mirror again. You can indicate left to leave here. It helps other understanding where we're leaving. And there is also a solid lane, guys. Don't cross this lane here, because it is a filter to the traffic coming from the other side. These lanes here, do not cross it. Just keep to the right until the lanes becomes a normal lane, like a hazard lane like now. So now I'm gonna look at my left mirror, signal left, let people know I'm gonna move back to the left and pick up my speed to 50 as I'm doing now.
Does entering the motorway on a test by accident count as an instant fail?
To be honest, it never happened before, but I don't think it would. But it's something, to be honest, that's a brilliant question, because it never happened before, never happened to me, never happened to any of my people. But it's people are not supposed to be going to the motorway, so I will ask about this. We get into the third exit, and I can use this lane here on the left, which is the middle lane normally, and I can use the middle lane here, which I can't see actually, but I would imagine there is a middle lane here that will lead me to the left lane now, which I am signaling and checking mirror to leave at Weybridge. So there is a third exit, treating it as straight ahead. Yeah, actually I like your question, mate. I like your question. If somebody make a mistake and go left to the motorway, what's the outcome of the exam? Very good question.
Because I think I saw it either in a video or somewhere online.
Yeah.
Where so taking the wrong exit is usually not a fail, but if you take it and you go towards a motorway, it could be a potential instant fail, because it's a dangerous fault.
Counts as a dangerous fault. I'll definitely ask, and you will have an answer from me on the next video. I mean, maybe the short answer to this: if you make a mistake and go to different route, as long as you indicate to that route and you don't mislead anyone, it's absolutely fine. The examiner will redirect you to the appropriate route afterward, and it wouldn't be considered as a mistake. So it's not major. But going to the motorway by mistake, that's I think examiners will help you not to go there. So they might force the steering to take you somewhere else, or they might insist in giving you more guidance not to make that mistake if they see you doing it. But because it's obvious, if you go into the motorway, it's obvious you're using the wrong lane. It's not like a quick mistake that the examiner cannot see. You see what I mean? So usually they prevent you from doing so, but I'll still ask. Okay, if you realize we just saw 30 mile an hour route here, so always look for the signs where they are. We're going straight to this roundabout second exit. We can keep to the left, and as we pass the first exit, mirror, signal, and continue going to the second exit. We're going to take the next road on the right, mirror, mirror, signal. Always remember, when there is a bend like this one, make sure you see what's coming. Look at this van. I couldn't see the van until I stopped here. So this is quite a good example for you guys to not rush turning and cutting corner. So the examiner might ask us to stop on the left in a safe place. I will see that a safe place between those two cars here. I'll take my time. Signal is clear. If it cancelled, I put it again like I just did, and I stop on the left here. Now when I stop on the left, the P is essential, so I put the car in P. Cancel the signal, wait for the instructions. The examiner will ask you to move off again. Okay, so I'm going to prepare the car first. I've just seen a car come in, so there's no point of me checking the blind spot now. I will wait until the cyclist and the red car goes, then I check my blind spot. I'm sure there's no one around, so signal is not necessary at the moment. And I will follow the sat nav again and keep going until the next turning on the left. Mirror, mirror, signal. Okay, it's a sweepy turn, so I would rather start steering early to give me good positioning, and I'm taking my time.
If the instructor asks you to follow the road signs towards like north or something, and you mistakenly take the wrong exit or the wrong turns, would that be a minor fault or the major fault?
It's the same principle.
Same principle.
Yeah, it will be a minor fault as long as it's been done correctly, not misled anybody else. The examiner will redirect you.
Right. And how many faults in the same like category can you have before it turns a major?
Again, it depends of the type of fault. If you're not checking your blind spot every time you move off, and there's nothing there, some examiners will allow 5. So you can do it 5 times. Some other faults you can do it only 3 times. So it depends which one. So some mistakes examiners will allow you 5 times, 4 times, as long as there is no danger. If every time you move off you don't check blind spot and no one is there, they will put it as a mistake. But some examiners will give you up to 4, and on the 5th one they change it to serious fault. Some other examiners will give you until 5, and if you do the 6th one they will put it as a serious fault. Yeah. So we're gonna do the parallel park with this car. Okay, first, before you even start, okay, always check all around you. Make sure there's no one around, okay? A lot of people forget the blind spot at this stage, okay? And so remember to check the blind spot. Because there's a car coming there, I would signal, just in case. And I'm gonna get my car parallel to this one, keeping about a meter. When I say about a meter, it doesn't have to be, but about a meter distance. Right, so now I'm gonna put the car in reverse. As there's a car coming, I'm gonna put the signal once more, okay, and wait for them to pass. At this stage here, I'm going to steer half, okay, and I'm gonna check my blind spot, and I'm gonna look behind before starting to reverse, okay, and I start reversing. I'm looking at my handle door in this car on that little mirror, and I check back again. There's a person walking by. I need to wait for this person to go away, and I'm checking around at the meantime in case somebody else comes. So there isn't, so I need to keep going a bit further up. Now I can see on the little mirror the front handle is quite close to the curb, so I can stop here. Now some people were talking to me on the videos about dry steering. I'll tell you what dry steering does to the car, but until I do it, then I will explain. I've just done dry steering here, okay, and I'm checking all around, okay, and I just parked nicely within the space of 2 cars. Now, the dry steering does not fail you the exam. What it does, if you do it so often in your car, it might stretch the tires and it might damage the power assisted steering, the mechanism. It could damage that if you severely do it all the time. But if you do it because you don't want to hit a car, or you need to do it occasionally, it doesn't harm your car, so don't bother. I mean, on the exam, if you want to use dry steering to park well, just do it. But now you know what the dry steering does to the car, but in terms of test, it doesn't fail you. So if you feel comfortable doing dry steering on the reverse park on your exam, just do it, okay? It's not an issue. But obviously, when you move the car while you're steering, is much better for the mechanical side of the car to keep it safe, okay? Now I'm going to start going, okay, and I check all around me. No signal needed. Actually, there's a man walking towards us from the other side, so he just went in to the house, I think, so my signal will be necessary. So just to let you know, people, this is how far I need to look. So I need to see everything around me. It is the driver's responsibility to spot anyone on the road, and also anyone inside the cars around you. I can see 3 cars here, no one is inside, or 4 cars, no one is inside. This is how deep I need to look all around me, yeah? Because it makes difference on the signal, isn't it, Pat?
Definitely.
Yeah? Because if someone is sitting in the car and you're moving off, what should we do?
Slow
indicate.
Down and indicate.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what dry steering is?
Okay, that's a good question. What dry steering is. I'll do it in a minute to show you exactly what dry steering is. Dry steering is when you're steering and your car is not on the move. So when you turn in the wheel when you're stationary. See, when I drive slowly on the Giveway, sometimes I don't even need to stop, because I have enough observation left and right to check if anyone is there.
Do you have any strategies or techniques to be able to observe more on the road, or to see more dangers and see more hazards? Like any good practices, like looking along the road or looking at signs? What is the best way, what is the best strategy for that?
There's 2 things you can do: looking well ahead all the time and scanning the road regularly. Looking well ahead all the time, like I've seen the Giveway and I've seen the sign as well, because I'm scanning the road. So always look well ahead. So I've just seen those cyclists there on the road, so that's planning ahead. I know I'm gonna get to those cyclists. I can see the road is getting narrowed after the roundabout because of that sign there. So that tells me the road is getting narrowed after the roundabout. What else? I can see the roundabout ahead of me, and so I can see 3 lanes here. The left lane is going only left, and I can see another 2 lanes there, which I meant to be on the left lane here when I'm leaving. And remember what I saw earlier, road is becoming narrow, and this is where it's becoming narrow. So the forward planning is always helpful, yeah? Check the outside mirrors before you move off again, keeping a safe distance. And when there is opportunity, just overtake, don't wait. When there is opportunity, just overtake, do not wait. This area of Chertsey is full of cyclists on a bank holiday and on the weekend, so expect a lot of cyclists on the road on a bank holiday and the weekends, as today is a bank holiday Monday. So
Are you always supposed to stop at the giveaway line?
that's what I just mentioned. No, you don't. If you have the visibility clear and you made your effective observation, why would you stop? I wouldn't. No.
Exactly, because there's a couple of videos I've seen of different drivers. They have conflicting views. Some say you're supposed to completely stop, then look around, while some say, like, if you have enough observation, if you can see there's literally nothing there, why should you slow down so much? Obviously slow down a little bit.
It depends where you are. So we can see 30-mile-an-hour route here. I can see there's cars coming, so stop here is good. And now I can see another car, but now I'm clear that that car went the other way, so I start moving. So yes, sometimes you do have to stop and sometimes you don't. Checking the outside mirrors, indicating left. And this is 30-mile-an-hour. Don't be confused with that light there. If you're going straight, you can continue here. Don't stop because of that red light on the right, yeah? Now we're turning left, same thing here. We need to position on the left, so light for us is green, for them was red. Remember to reduce the speed every time there is a big vehicle next to you, because you might restrict the space that you're going past. Clearance. We come into a roundabout, so I'll go off the gas for a minute. Just reduce my speed for now. Making sure it's clear on my right before I go anywhere. And that's another example of a giveaway. So now it's clear. The slowest you are, the better you can see, the better decision you can make.
Here's a question. If you're on your test, and if the instructor feels that you're dangerous and he has to use the emergency brake, would that classify as an instant fail?
Yes, and the examiner should do, if that happens, they should ask you to park in a safe place, and they walk back to the test center and they say, stay in the car, I will ask your instructor to join you here. Do not start the engine until your instructor comes. That's what they normally do. They're not going to sit with you if they feel you are dangerous.
Right, okay. It doesn't matter how far you are from the test center.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can walk back. It takes them about, I don't know, half an hour to walk back. Even if they miss another exam, it's better for them to be safe than sorry. So the sat nav is stopped now. Remember, when that happens on the test, the examiner will ask you to, you will say, I will give you direction, so don't worry about the direction. As you come here, the road is not really great. So always, guys, drive slowly and keep to the left as much as you can as well. Okay, and if you go slowly here, okay, just take your time. Giving enough space for this car to go in. And I'm going to the test center. The examiner might ask you to park on the right or on the left here. Any bay will do. Even if you don't park properly on the bay, you don't need to bother about it.